So why choose an interior design consultant? Well, I can certainly tell you one good reason, and I defy any normal person, and that's what I'm going to have to call them, a civvy, that can actually answer all these questions like you can. It's not just about cushion scattering, it's not just about curtains, it's about those interior things that actually I don't think you look at until you start building a house. Skirting.
Yes.
Fireplace surrounds, coving. I mean,
Brilliantly.
you have studied all these things and you've had to choose them before.
It's also that fact of years of working on houses, and I think what people aren't aware of is that an interior design consultant is going to be hopefully knowledgeable on everything you see within a room. It's not just the sofa, the curtains, the cushions. It is how big your skirtings are, the architraves, whether you have surrounds on the windows, do you have a cornice, how big is the cornice?
The doors, the door
Electrics,
frames.
where the plugs are going. They're going to think about where your lighting will be. They will look at your vision and they'll take it all the way to the finished product. They can then work out the components that go in to create that and make sure you have them. A good interior design consultant is going to make sure that at the end of the job, you don't have any regrets. It all works exactly how you imagined it would, and that's extremely hard to do on your own without any help.
Or experience.
Yes.
I mean, I think that, for me, is the big thing. Once you have done one of these things, second time round, like anything,
It's a
so much
learning
easier.
curve.
It's a learning curve.
Remember, with an interior design consultant, they're a long way down that learning curve. They will have worked on 70, 80, 100 building jobs, and they're learning, as everyone does, on each one, and they're there to share all that experience with you.
Of course, Lucinda, we've talked about building, we've talked about self-build, we've talked about all your lovely knowledge and history of buildings and architecture, but I mean, from my point of view and all these sort of self-builds we've watched, I think one of the huge roles actually of an interior design consultant is the fact that it's the emotional support, because it's a very stressful game, isn't it?
Hugely, hugely so.
And it's not all a plateau. At first, of course, you're full of verve and vim, but slowly the energy starts drifting because the rest of your life starts billowing into this house build. And that's where you come in, because you've done it all before.
Well, that was very much what I hope I can do, yes. You've got this enthusiasm at the start of a job from everybody. They're finally getting to put their ideas into action, and then reality starts intruding. You're being asked for decisions left, right and centre. You've got pressure from salespeople that this is what you should have and this is what everyone does, and you suddenly start doubting yourself. You want somebody who's on your side, who's going to understand what you're trying to do and is going to defend your decisions and let you know when you're being essentially bullied by sometimes, God forbid, your builder, or your salesman or the plumber telling you that the radiator should go on this wall. Somebody's going to say, no, nonsense, stick to your guns, don't worry. It's that person on the end of the line that you can ring and go, what am I supposed to do? They need a decision now. Hopefully, that's where we can help.